So welcome back to Make Tomorrow Beautiful. I want to talk about trauma for a minute, and I want to talk about what healing actually looks like in real life. You know, a lot of people carry a picture of trauma that doesn't really match how it actually shows up. Sometimes the trauma is really obvious, but other times trauma is really quiet. Trauma can even come from moments where you felt completely alone or completely overwhelmed, even if no one around you noticed anything was wrong. You know, what stays with you has less to do with how something looked from the outside and everything to do with how it landed inside. And then there's healing. Most people expect this clear turning point, a moment where you finally feel done with it and you can just move on. For most people, it doesn't work that way. It's much slower. Sometimes it feels very uneven. You might have a stretch where things feel okay, and then something really small catches you completely off guard. I often see that with students in my group counseling class. As they begin to share, I often hear, "Ooh, I thought that I was past that, and now here it comes." You know, that doesn't erase the progress you've made. Psalm 34 says that God is close to the brokenhearted, not after they're healed, not once they've figured it all out, but while they're in it, He is there. You know, I see this in counseling, and I've walked through parts of it myself. Real change tends to show up quietly. Maybe you pause before reacting. Maybe you recognize what you're feeling a little sooner than you used to. Maybe you stop white-knuckling through everything and give yourself some permission and room to breathe. You know, even when those shifts don't feel dramatic, they're all meaningful. And over time, you'll see that the weight begins to change. The memory may still always be there, but it stops holding the power over you in the same way. You know, that's not just coping. That's really restoration. And restoration takes a lot of time. Even in Scripture, healing rarely happened the way people expected it to. It was never quite the same. And if you're in that process right now and it feels slow or it feels frustrating, that's a normal part of the healing process. Stay with it. Let God comfort you as you heal. You've got this. Just keep moving forward. If this video blessed you today, please like the video and maybe share it with someone who you feel needs to hear this message.